feel like I did what I have been doing with almost all of these videos, which is like make one and then change my mind because I get too much on a rant. I'm going to start this by telling you guys that childcare went through for January. Thank God. Literally this morning, January 2nd, when it would have been the last possible moment for me to like figure anything out. And my authorization was in, so then I got to pay, and I paid it like instantly and got it out of the way. I had to have letters written and signed and send them in, and yeah, I had to work for it. But it went through. That being said, I was gonna tell a story. I was gonna start telling the story. The story. From start to finish, kind of, more like just the first part. Kind of things that, Mark and I have experienced in life together, how we met, things like that. If you have seen the musical the last 5 years, or heard it, Joshua was probably laughing at me, my friend, who listens to it with me, all the time. You would understand what I mean. I think it's therapeutic. It would be therapeutic to tell the story start to finish and to kind of give insight, and I think it would be interesting and maybe give answers, but I don't know if I'm there yet, but if you have interest in me doing that, I would probably split it up like year by year, because we had a lot happen in the 8 years we were married. So yeah, if there's interest in that, let me know, because I'm contemplating doing it. But if it's totally unappealing, ooh, I'm gonna drop my phone. The battery is dying. To some people, I don't come off like I am very downtrodden, I think, by the fact that I am getting divorced. And when people say they're sorry to me, I kind of chuckle, and I'm like, it's fine, like, it's fine. And at one point I was informed that it seemed like this is what I wanted, like, all along. But really, if you think about it, guys, this is what I want now. This is not what I always wanted. I did not invest this much time and energy into something hoping that it would end. 4 kids is exhausting. I didn't really want to do it on my own. I mean, I always wanted a lot of kids at some point in my life. Anybody who's known me my entire life knows this. But this isn't like what I saw my life becoming. And is not what I really would have preferred to happen. But it's happening. And I don't understand the concept that I should be upset that this is happening. I have had my moments. I had moments where I've had complete panic attacks, practically, worrying about everything that I have to do and all the stresses and being so tired and everything going on. And my anxiety just through the roof. I've had breakdowns in front of friends and crumbled into tiny millions of little pieces. I've done all those things when it calls for it, when I'm in a time and place moment, when I can. But I'm not gonna live my life constantly in that state. I don't want to. I'm kind of the person who, I don't know, there's the picture or whatever, or a thing that I saw. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna get over it, but I'm gonna be dramatic first. Like, I've had my little tiny moments of drama where I have complete breakdowns, and I just don't know what I'm gonna do. And it feels all too much. And I question every choice I've ever made. But I don't want to live my life in that state. It did not seem like a viable option for me to stay. It didn't. I feel like the marriage would have ended at some point. It would have combusted. I really, truly feel that. And so, for me, it wasn't a viable option to stay because it was not sustaining. it would not have sustained itself. I think everyone in this situation will be happier with everything done. And so, yeah, at the end of the day, that's just how I feel. I feel like, sorry, I got a message and I was half reading it. It was from Bridget, who's been helping me with this video today to make sure that I can try and get my point across. I'm not going to live in a state of depression about it. I have anxiety, and I have anxiety issues enough, and I have my own mental health things that I deal with, and I see a therapist for and whatever, but I've made a choice to live a happier life and to open the door for a happier life. The life that we were living as a married couple was not sustaining. It was not viable. It was not happy. It was presented as happy a lot of the time because I wanted it to be, but it wasn't. And so I don't want to live another second not being happy, at least as happy as I can be. Lots of scary things happen, and the world is going to continue to try and knock me down just like it does every single other person on this planet. Because this is life. Life happens. People are always like, well, you have so much drama. It's not drama. This is just life. I may be dramatic for an hour or two or for a day when things are really hard and I'm scared. But I'm going to get up and I'm going to tackle the problem. I'm going to get over it. I'm going to move on, and I'm going to smile, and I'm going to laugh because my life is really good. Because being a mom is really wonderful to me, and having this full-time job that I love is really wonderful to me, and the friends and the people in my life are really wonderful, and I'm very lucky, and I have so much good that I have a hard time constantly just focusing on the bad. I just can't do that. There are moments, I'm not saying I don't do it. I'm not saying that I don't have negativity. I don't bitch and gripe just like every other person. But my children are amazing little humans. I am so lucky to have the job that I have. We have an amazing place right now that we live in. And I have the greatest human beings ever on this planet in my life. And so, being told that someone thought that this is what I always wanted, that's not right. This is not what I always wanted. But I'm not going to sit around and mope about how the fact that my life did not turn out the way I wanted it to. Instead, I'm going to make it the way I want it to be. Life changes. I have reconciled this thought that, like, everybody says, like, I want a happy ending. The thing is, you don't get to the happy ending by planning for the happy ending all the time and just waiting for it to happen or looking for it. You have to live it. You have to live the happy ending, because that's how it happens. You also never know when the end is going to happen. So you live it. And that's what I'm doing. And that is why I don't sit around and mope about my life and how I'm getting divorced and I'm a single parent and blah, blah, blah. And I'm also not doing it because it's different and whatever. I wanted to be a married person with my big family. I wanted to have a co-parent around all the time. I wanted to have a partner who I enjoyed spending my time with. I wanted that as the pretty picture. It's not what happened. It's not what's going to happen right now. May never happen. This is my life, and I refuse to be anything but happy in it. There will be moments. I'm not saying that there aren't. I'm not saying I sit around and I don't even know how to explain it. I'm not just bubbly all the time and happy about every single thing, but you don't need to tell me you're sorry when I say I'm getting divorced. You don't have to feel bad for me, because it is what it is at this point, and I'm going to be happy. So, that is something. That being said, let me know if you would find it interesting for me to share the story of how Mark and I met and what we've gone through the last 8 years, and eventually kind of show some of the things that have happened that have gotten to this point. from, in general, not gonna paint him in a horrible light, and I'm not gonna paint myself in any more of a horrible light. But yeah, let me know. If you see me being happy, it's because I'm just happy. It's not because I wanted this life or this was whatever. The ultimate, I want to do this because it's different and it's fun and it's whatever. This is a hard life and I'm so tired, you have no idea. But I'm gonna be happy about what is in front of me right now. Like this really awesome cat. Look at her. Look at her. Is she not the prettiest cat on earth? I got her 7 years ago this week. 7 years ago. You were 7. I love you. So, I hope you guys got some self-care in today. I did a face mask earlier, and I ran 4 miles because my kids and I like the gym because it's fun for us. So we went after work, and I drank an Izzy because I love them. So I hope you guys did some self-care today. All right.